living off the hype. They got no longevity in the game, they got no straps. No longer social in person, they live on social media. So social skills are not working because they live for likes. It's all a make-believe world, but they love living in the bubbles. They scrolling and reading all the BS you type. Just for attention, a couple shares or a mention. It's meaningless, but it's like nobody wanna deal with real life. I spit that real life, say what's on my mind. I will not pander to the climate of the deaf, dumb and blind. Never dumbing down my bars, only realness in the lines. You will only hear the honesty and passion in my rhymes. I'm staying connected cause I perfected my art form. This show I directed, calm and collected, rated, respected, stayed on course and never deflected. Flow like electric, I'm gonna set this off, no apology. I move metric, yeah man, I'm still moving imperial. My techers are moving hectic. want to get it back for us. You take your time, then let me know if you wanna stay or if you wanna go. I know you have difficulty knowing me, but you don't have difficulty showing me that we just need to get away. I'll take you on the wild adventure if you want to go. We're locked in places, sing together, please just let me know. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. We haven't got unlimited time. Signs that and you get to your prime. We're falling for love, we're falling for lust, we're falling through everything. You see the summer's getting closer. We don't feel like we are getting older. So show me what you have to bring. I'll take you on the wild adventure if you want to go. We're locked in places, sing together, please just let me know. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. eternal state of mind. Children of the night, but it's the only way of life. It's black holes pulling me inside of this black heart, the black soul underneath this black, black sky. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill a light, hit the light, let it black out, hit the light, let it black out, black out. Black bird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black, black everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, black. Baby, you should come with me. Me and you and me. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out, black out. Black bird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black, black everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, all black, everything, everything, black.
When I was younger, I could fall asleep at night, dreaming of cotton candy, clouds and jars of fireflies. The fantasy is gone. Are we still young? Are we still young? Are we still time runs me over?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This time, it looks like we have everyone in the lobby and everything set up, so we're not too far away from jumping into this one. I think we can get straight into it, actually. Going into Oregon, as we mentioned before, me and your cast, CD and your cast Agora alongside me. I'm looking forward to
Hello.
it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this too. So it will be Ghostlicks starting out on the defense, Team Quantum on the attack, of course abbreviated as TQ there, as you can see in the top right. Ghostlicks will be the ones to ban first. It will be an attacker, and we're about to find out in a second. Maverick will be the first one. Thoughts, CD?
Yeah, Maverick a pretty strong ban. Normally, a lot of defending teams don't like to risk that the attackers won't ban the Thatcher, so they ban the Thatcher, but Maverick does the same sort of job. You know, he can create the soft wall and he can find the bandits on the wall. I'm expecting to see a Thatcher here.
Oh,
No.
it'll be a Monty.
So Thatcher on a Monja left. Sorry, I can't even speak. Thatcher left open. Means that the attackers have more routes of possibility to go where they want to. You know, and normally you don't really see a Thatcher on Oregon. It's a pretty big default ban, and it's great to see that teams kind of straying away from that, especially in EU. And a mirror. Okay, here's me talking about how teams are straying away from default bans, and then we see a mirror. Like, it's very default mirror. What do you
But-
think of the last ban will be? I think Valkyrie or something along those lines, maybe.
Maybe a Kaid, possibly to sort of hint, possibly for oh no, it will be Valkyrie. You're right.
Wow.
Not sure why I thought it was be a Kaid to sort of kind of hinder more so away from that basement defense, as Mirror and Kaid are key operators in that sort of lineup. Yeah, but Thatcher is on the board. That's the big thing to take away from this ban phase. So we might be seeing some fairly quick rounds if they do decide to go with it. Maybe Shaggy? No,
Not
no,
running at Thatcher. Wow.
Thatcher. Interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a-
they're going dorms as well. So interesting that they're not bringing a Thatcher. No sixth pick either coming out. So interesting. A Thatcher is on the board, but none of them are going to pick the operator itself, which could sort of show how teams are used to just not bringing a Thatcher, and how confident they are with this current lineup that they don't even need the Thatcher. So maybe this could be Team Quantum being very confident in how they're going to approach this round.
Yeah, like you're saying, the Thatcher being banned is normally what you do. So teams tend to practice without the Thatcher. You know, teams tend to get better just playing without the Thatcher. And you know, there's especially up the top floor site on Oregon. There's many ways to go around the bandits and the Kaids, which there is actually no breach denial, so the Thatcher would be completely useless here anyway. As there is no like I was saying, no mute bandit Kaid. So it's very strange to see that, especially. But I guess with the Thatcher being open, you'd expect that they're going to bring it. But now, what is Bismo doing here? Is he going to be able to find anyone on the inside? There is a Mozzie right there. He's not going to be able to find him, unfortunately. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, Bismo. Wow.
Bismo is starting it out with the opening frag. Stacks getting one to Shaggy, but Team Quantum are going to get a quick double Drax Drax getting a Claymore kill there. And now it's just going to be down to Min and Lost Tracks. He's going to get finished off by Bismo, the man with the opening frag, and Min will just walk right into those bullets.
I don't even know what happened there. It seems like everyone died within a second and it was gone in the blink of an eye. Wow, Team Quantum really strutting their stuff so far in Oregon. It's a great first round, great to get under your belt, but you know the first round is always a little bit dodgy for one team, as they sometimes you have to just get into it. So Ghostlicks, you know, let's cut them a little bit of slack. It could change here. They're actually going to give Zandini the Ella this time. Stacks did get a kill with it last time. I believe she was playing inside of the bedroom, but the shot got close and just was going to swing the door. I'm not sure how effective that is, especially against a good team. Like you'll get instantly refragged, but I guess if it works, it works. Don't fix what isn't broken, as they say in a lot of industries, you know.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Exactly. Also, I will be abbreviating Smoke's name to Min because that full name will be a bit of a mouthful to read out loud when casting. So Min is his new name, as Ghostlicks will be returning back to the dorms area of Oregon. As you said, Zandini will now be on that Ella. Did she bring a shotgun? No, she brought the regular SMG. So chances are we won't be seeing her on stage. But most likely we will be seeing her possibly a big tower, just in case she gets droned out in that overall area. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, it looks like a very similar take for Team Quantum as the Ella gets shut down again and a trade back from Craze onto the Thermite. A very important operator for this site as the Habana pellets can be easily impact tricked, but Bismo is going to find one back and this round going very quick once again. Are we going to see any slow pushes here from Team Quantum? It looks like they're slowing down a bit to get their drone work done, as they are just slicing the defense of Ghost Six open with a butter knife, it seems. And it just seems that Team Quantum know exactly what Ghost Six is gonna do. Maybe they've done some analysis, but they haven't had too long to do it. And the trade once again from Craze. He's really keeping his team in this round right now with the trades back and forth.
Yeah, barely just a minute went by and we're already down to a 3v3. Bismarck's gonna head up onto the roof as the rest of Team Quantum will just hold angles. Min will get a few tags as Jimpix is gonna look to finish him off with a nade to possibly try and flush him out for Bismo to refrag. Bismo is actually gonna go away and Min will indeed get absolutely blown to bits by the nade. TQ are in a very good position here with a lot of time as well. Lost Tracks well refrag, make it 2v2. Bismo will come in with another refrag after refrag after refrag, trades after trades after trades, but it will be Team Quantum to eventually power through that chaos.
I mean, if you're Ghost Six here, you can take positives from that round. It was definitely better than the first round. You know, it was 4 versus 2 within 30 seconds, and you did get the trades, like we were saying, and that's always a good sign of the coordination of your team. And it's good to see that these teams are definitely within the possibility. And this defensive half is not over just yet for Ghost Six. They've still got 2 other sites where they could easily bring this back from. They have the laundry and supply site, which we see now, and the kitchen and dining site. So there could be definitely a few possibilities here for this to turn around. So let's not just count Ghost Six out.
Yeah, also chat. We are contractually obligated to say this. So what's chat, what is your favorite color and why is it green? Put your answers in the chat below. We would love to hear your answers. Anyway, like you said, laundry basement. So far I see a very standard lineup, definitely going for nothing out of the ordinary. Right now they're just gonna be reinforcing those hatches. Min there making the classic smoke, rotate, hole, hold in between the blue and the supply room. Looks like that shield is sort of pushed back a bit, not really on the very edge of that wall, not really on the very corner of that wall, but put a bit further back. So I'm not sure if that's the best placement, but I don't know. Maybe it will work on the end. Oh, for a second I thought it was gonna get taken out there. Craze is in a very dangerous angle. That could have ended poorly for him. The drones are very short, so they probably would have seen his feet shuffling about behind those barricades. Shots ring out as Craze is gonna continue to contest, but it seems like, what's this? Team Quantum are retreating, it seems like. So it may be a quick bait and switch. They're already in the rear stage, but it seems like there's somebody there to catch them out. It is the Malusi. Goes back down into Boiler. Now Team Quantum's quick rotate has been foiled by that one player playing by Boiler. Now that's going to be held very closely. Team Quantum are now in a bit of a tough position.
Yeah, that was a great hold by Ghostlix, you know, keeping them out with Blue and Jimpix. Let's just call him the nade master, shall we? That's his second round in a row where he's got a nade kill, and it's Stacks who will fall this time. And wow, you know, give him a nade and he shall get a kill. Maybe that's what we should start to tell him when we start to cast him more. If they can continue this streak, they will obviously. Just reminding everyone of the possibilities. Maybe not. He's going to be shut down. Maybe eventually, hopefully.
Oh,
No.
just manages to crawl away, and now he could probably get picked up by his teammates very safely as he is getting picked up right now. Zandy though will make it 4v4. Craze will be the next one to fall. Will he get finished off? Seems like it's gonna be the same story as with Jimpix. Speaking of the Nade Master himself, he's gonna get absolutely shredded by the Vector And Craze is still down. Nobody there to pick him up yet. There's high contestation down by those boiler stairs. It's going to be tough for him to get out of this one. Craze will eventually get finished off, and it's going to be another equalized man count. Smokes are now going to begin to get thrown out and detonated in the endgame. This could be huge, especially if Min has all three in his pocket. Drax is looking for that Mozzie. In the meantime, Sticky is going to get one onto Zandy. So close! Almost hits the head there, as Min is going to get one into Sticky. A refrag. And Shaggy is going to get downed. He was the man with the diffuser. Another 17 seconds left. Drax is gonna have to find both the Mozzie and the Smoke. He just turns away. Mozzie could have gone a freebie there, but unfortunately he misses, and now Drax is fully aware. But it won't matter because Min will finish him off right into his crossfires. That's gonna be round over.
Yeah, so a great round from Ghostlix. They seem to just be able to read where Team Quantum are coming from every single time. Team Quantum went for blue. There was Craze and there was Min inside of blue to deny that push. Team Quantum's IGL obviously just said, right, we just ignore that. Let's just go for the tower stairs. You know, we're gonna take pillar and then we take blue. And there was Stacks waiting for that rotate. So it just seems like Ghostlix are always switched on to what you're gonna do. And these rounds are being very closely contested, as we would expect between these two teams. You know, these two teams both in looking for the final spot into the Reflex Championship. You know, we're in the final game of the rounds, and depending on what happens in some of the other games, whoever wins this game has an opportunity to be going into that coveted spot for the league. So it's a very hotly intensive game, you know, and the rounds seem to be going down to 1v1s, down to 2v1s. There is no, apart from the first round maybe, there has been no specific round that I can remember that has been a complete whitewash for the attackers or the defenders.
Definitely. So, Bunks is where we'll be returning to. Ghostlix are gonna have one last try at that. They won it once before, lost it once before. This will decide if they're mostly gonna win this or mostly gonna lose this site statistically.
Yeah, a lot of the times the
Oh.
site is played, it is lost by the attackers. So yeah, it's not a great site. Sorry, it's lost by the defenders. I should really fix up my words there. But yeah, Team Quantum won it the first two times, and in general, the top floor site is becoming easier and easier to attack because, like I was saying before the game, there is only so much you can do with Oregon. It's such a small space, and so many spaces are open to vertical play, horizontal play, or breaching a wall. It's very hard to play in positions that aren't already being utilized by the defenders, so it's pretty difficult for the defenders to extend really far away and it be effective. So it is getting easier for the attackers to attack.
Also, look at Shaggy's pick there. That's an IQ. That could have easily been a Thatcher pick, but instead they opt for the IQ, which is still crazy that Team Quantum are like not relying on Thatcher at all here. I mean, of course, technically the IQ is kind of a better pick because then you can see both the ADSs, the Banshees, and the Maestros, and of course the Mozzies as well. And of course you can use Ash and Sophia's grenade launchers to take care of all of those. But it seems like Stacks will be the one with the opening frag, just finishing off Slicky with an impact. And Team Quantum are now going to be in a build for rough spot. Jimpix now is going to get his position completely exposed by that microwaving Banji, as Craze is going to pick up a kill onto Mr. Nademan. Bismo will be the next one to fall, as TQ are just getting absolutely dominated right now. Ghostlix have really picked up their game. Craze coming up with a double. Drax had no clue he was there. Maybe the call didn't come through. Maybe he misheard it. Who knows? But now it's just going to be Shaggy with the Bolo charm. Possibly doing some Bolo leans, Bolo flicks, Bolo plays. But that's to be decided, as he's going to have to try and clutch up a 5v1, 1v5, however you want to call it. He doesn't have a diffuser either, so he's going to have to pick that up. It's going to be his main priority right now. There's 30 seconds left. He's just going to get pinched out by Min, and it will be a flawless from Ghostlix.
the beast has awoken, and the beast is Ghostlix. They have finally woken up from their slumber. They lost the first 2 rounds, and that basically just given them a bit of a kick in the bum and said, hey, you need to start winning some rounds from now on, otherwise you'll be going into your attacking half worse off. And they did exactly that. They have woken up now, and now they won the last 2 rounds. So, they've got the momentum on their side, taking it away from Team Quantum, and they're now going to be going to the kitchen and dining bomb site, which is where you will most likely see the defenders probably play in small tower. There's a lot of holds, especially with the Ella. I would expect to see that Ella with a shotgun, and Jaeger put all of his ADSs in small tower, put his shield in small tower, that kind of hold. And I would expect them just to waste time there. Maybe Ghostlix have something else in mind though. We'll have to just wait and see, as we see right now. And it is Ella with the shotgun, so that is probably going to be the preferred hold. And you can see this is a pretty common setup now. Like when we first saw it, we saw it with a Frost. I believe it was in I think it was in EU League finals, and I'm sure it was Navi brought out, and everyone was like, "What are they doing?" And now every single team knows how to play it, and that's exactly what Ghost Looks to be doing now. Is just playing this small tower hold, and it's just a plan to waste time, waste TQ's time, so then they have no utility or time to push onto the site and execute.
Left before.
Yeah, it's actually the first time I've heard another caster reference a tier 1 game, so good on UCD for doing your homework, or just watching the game and remembering that very important detail. But nevertheless, action phase, so that means TQ are going to be out and gunning for those Ghostlix members, or maybe they'll just try and get the plant down and hold. Either way, they're looking for the win, and it'll start by some basic drone work, basic recon work. Seems like Drax there managed to spot out the Ella, and that could have been huge if he didn't spot the Ella there with that F key. But what's this? Somebody in bunks there trying to catch out Bismo. He's on very low health now, as that member of Ghostlix is probably going to try and continue to hold that, as there is 2 more members of Team Quantum out there. Jimpix is just going to get a few tags onto him by the Ella. What's this? He's pulling out the nade. Will he get it through though? It seems like he's just going to try and yellow ping for his teammate, giving him an instruction to maybe try and stun the Zofia. That is indeed the call, and it will come up, but Zandini is going to swing wide and get Drax, but unfortunately he won't be finished. Maybe the shotgun comes on through, and it does Jimpix. But of course, does he know this? He does. Out goes Jimpix, but he doesn't know that Drax is down, because of course this is on Pro League settings, and on Pro League settings he's actually going to get another one. So this is technically 3 major pieces of key plays there from the Ella. Seems like Shaggy is going to look to contest that Ella. That may not be a smart move, especially when she's got the shotgun, and if she's going to swing wide, she does swing wide, but Zandini's streak will come to an end thanks to Shaggy.
And that is exactly what I was talking about. Look at the timer. I was saying how long small tower holds can waste of a team's time, and there's only 50 seconds left. You've lost your Ash, you've lost your Sledge, and your Zofia and IQ are both low HP, so that is absolutely brilliant work from Zanzini, and you can see the reaps of his rewards coming out now, as IQ now is injured, and it feels like it is Injure Fest on this map. And oh, Craze! You saw the head? No, he isn't. He decides not to shoot. I reckon he saw it and decided not to shoot. But, like I was saying, Zandini. Oh, let's run out. One roll of the dice for Craze. Wow, what a run out. Finds 2, and now Slicky. He has so much work to do with only so little time and so little utility. It is a near enough impossible task. The smoke canister is going to come out. He's going to be hounded from every single angle. There is nothing the man can do, and he's going to be shut down by Min with the SMG-11, and Ghostlix take their 3rd round of the defensive half.
Ghostlix with a early comeback here, take the lead for the first time. So laundry supply room will be where they'll go next. Oh yeah, also I'm contractually obligated to say this. chat what is your favorite color and why is it green. We are forced to say this after every round where we remember, so
Held by
apologies.
gunpoint. We're held by gunpoint.
Yep. Bieber is sitting behind. Bieber has duplicated himself, and he is in both of our houses, and he is threatening us. And I think that's all the disclosable information we can provide on the matter. Anyways, just looking at the lineup here, Ghost Leaks are definitely going for a repeat of their defense last time round. Of course, it didn't work out too well for them against Team Quantum. Actually, no, it did. It did work out. I remember, because the image of Min getting that last kill, just popped into my mind.
10 seconds left before
Yeah,
5.
I don't know. I don't know why this was drawn to my attention, but I saw that Shaggy just got a Model O, like a glorious Model O mouse, and they're a very nice mouse. We're not sponsored, but if they do want to sponsor us, like I'm sure we'd be very appreciative. They're great mouse, guys. You should go buy yourself one. You know, I reckon I'd do a good job at that. I reckon I'd do a pretty good job at being a sponsor for them. Yeah, as you were saying, now into the round, we are going to be seeing a pretty similar setup with Craze just sitting behind this shield, which is in a slightly different place this time. It's slightly further forward, maybe giving them more room to rotate.
And it's definitely a shield that is placed not really that isn't really in a very set position. You know, there's definitely a lot more to move around it and get a few angles, but that won't matter anymore as the Ash will get a very nice breach onto that shield, so that is now gone and destroyed. Jaeger won't be making any use of that no more. Drax, though, he's gonna run into Min, who was holding that. I'm not sure if they droned that out quite, or maybe they did drone it out, and Min was just there after the drone in. But Drax, I've actually noticed that he has the LMG out, so he can just brrr his way into the site, but he's not gonna get any heads, and he's just gonna retreat back along with Bismo, trying to get something in the same position as Drax, but just like him, he won't get anything.
Oh no, Craze. The LMG that you were just talking about has shown up big. It does, brrr, there it goes. I believe that was a lovely shot from Zandini through the wall. And the LMG does not no longer go brrr, as it is shut down by the Vector. The headshot machine, as it was once known, and I believe it still is. It is a great weapon. Now given to Goyo, who also has 2 shields, and Shaggy, he's going to just walk down the main stairs, and Min is going to be shut down. Stack's coming around for the flank. He's going to have to be fast. He's going to catch Jim Picks on the side, and this is a great position for Stacks to be in now. With the freezer and laundry take, you need pillar control, and they no longer have this. Stacks, you need to just hold your position here, as Lost Tracks is going to help his team out by clearing up one of the members of Team Quantum, but Slicky is going to refrag 2 big kills for Team Quantum, and now it's all left down to Lost Tracks. He downs one. There's 40 seconds left on the clock. There was a lot of time for Shaggy to play with here. He can even go and try for the plant, which is exactly what he is going to do. And Slicky is going to be a human drone. He's going to stick the plant. What? And Lost Tracks is going to have to peek now. And the prone Zofia is going to lose out. And Lost Tracks with the clutch to send his team onto a very good defensive half of 4-2. What a clutch that was by the Mossy.
Unlucky. Shaggy just looking the wrong way. I'm surprised that Lost Tracks originally didn't get the sound cue off the plant. But it just didn't matter. He manages to bait the Sophia into thinking that Lost Tracks is going to come through that rotate, but instead he comes out through that hall. Maybe Shaggy heard the footsteps rustling and scuttling behind that rotate. And so therefore he was probably looking for him to rotate there. But instead, maybe Lost Tracks knew that Shaggy was looking there. Maybe he didn't, but at the end of the day, he won the round, and that's all that matters. But we'll be doing a role swap now, as Team Quantum will be on the defense, and Ghostlix will be on the attack. A bit of a interesting original pick there by Zandini, going for the Blitz. I think Team Quantum were going to expect him to 6-click, which is exactly what he do. He's just gonna grab the ace and the diffuser, and he's gonna work with that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Wait.
Oh no. Oh no.
That may
Oof,
not.
indeed.
Oh, it is. It is an accident. Okay, I thought it might have been an illegal skin because that's usually what happens. But I guess I think it may have actually been a genuine mistake, which is very unfortunate for Team Quantum and not at all start your defending round off, defense half off.
Attacker.
At least you are on defense and you're not on attack team quantum. You know, you can bring this one back at least. There's plenty of opportunities, you know, especially on defense. And on a map like Oregon, you have so many opportunities to grab a frag. So it's a great great deal, great old deal that you're on defense here. But it's not a great thing to be getting rid of.
Oh,
Oh,
Bismo from the I wanted to say from the stairs, but does it look like is that an answer back with a headshot of himself? That's very poetic. But
Bismo just got told there to go and get a kill, and you
Okay.
can see actually he did exactly that, but he got refragged by Zandini on the ace. It was lagging around a bit there, Zandini, but I'm sure that's a great thing for Ghostlix. At least it was your Zofia, at least it wasn't your Thatcher or your Ace or your Habana. And that is one thing that we are seeing now, is the Thatcher being brought out by Ghostlix. They are finally showing us some EMP action that we were so desperately wanting for this match, as it is available. And now that is going to leave nowhere on the side to be played, so Drax is going to be playing close to the breach that has just been opened. Attic is open, and now the defenders are forced into the site. And there is a minute and 40 left. This is looking really good for Ghostlix if they know how to make this work.
definitely crazy, creeping up from Attic. There is somebody just behind that wall on the rotate. Chances are he's not gonna hear, and Craze might be able to get one pick. But if he takes too long, then Jim Pix might just be able to pick him off. She's just the Ash is just gonna take care of those 3 pieces of utility there, and there we go. Jim Pix goes for the smoke grenade, and it does indeed hit, does indeed damage, but not quite for the kill, as Min is just gonna rush on in as the Thatcher, which is something that Team Content have not been using, and that Ghostlix are now using to their advantage. Jimpix now is forced into this very uncomfortable corner. He's just going to smoke out the rotate. Shaggy will get one onto Craze, but Ghostlix still have the man advantage as Zandini is indeed going to go for the pump, but he's getting smoked out. And somehow TQ are getting into a more comfortable position by the second, but now Jimpix might look to go big. He's already used all of his smokes, and he's looking for the kill, but unfortunately he doesn't get the shotgun. Now he uses the SMG instead, and now suddenly this is in the Ghostlix's favor again. Shaggy, very good shot, as he's now put in a post-plant situation, 1v2, and he's gonna look to grab 2 kills. He's gonna need to find them if he wants to at least get in 1 extra round for his team at the beginning here. He'll peek wide on the rotate, but Stax is there to catch him out, and Ghostlix will be up 5-2.
Oh, this is starting to look a little bit dire if you're Team Quantum. You know, you've got to start putting in some rounds now. Of course, you could put that one down to a very small minor incident, or you may have seen at the very beginning of the round. It was a team kill from Jim Pix, you know. But they did equal it out very quickly by Bismo, so can you blame it on that? Not really. It was just the Thatcher really came in useful there, and I can say that did really change around, because they could easily open up the breach, and the defenders were just forced into those positions in the site. And as soon as you drone those positions, you're going to start to ash charge in the shields, and you're going to start to peek, and you know you can win those gunfights if you have the exact location of the defenders. And with the Thatcher, you're forcing them into positions where it's very difficult to play, and that is why this bomb site is very much underplayed so much anymore in a lot of the higher level sieges, because of how easy it is to counter the positions where you're going to play. Unless you have some wacky strat, it's a very difficult site to win. But Team Quantum, they believe in their strats, in their coach if they have one, or in their analyst, or in their IGL, and they're very much believing that they can win this site, and that's great to see a team having confidence like that, you know. Team Quantum, shown what they're made of. They've brought out the Legion this time. Hopefully it makes a difference. We can see this game going as long as possible, but the intensity of this game must be coming up large for Team Quantum and Ghostlix now, as they need to start winning some rounds, Team Quantum, and yeah, it must happen soon, otherwise they will no longer be in the qualifiers.
Well, if I'm being honest, CD, it might look like Ghostlix will be winning these next 2 rounds, or maybe losing 1 round, winning too soon, because they have a Thatcher, which is so key, and of course he hasn't been banned out, and he's free to play. So this could very much be going in the way of Ghostlix, but at the end of the day, it's you can be playing with the most meta operators in the world, or in the game currently, and maybe not be that good of a team, and therefore, you could lose, right? But it doesn't. But that doesn't seem to be the case with Ghostlix.
By attacker.
No, they seem to know exactly what they're doing, and I love this position from Drax. He's on the blue box. Are they aware of his position? No, they are not. Stacks. Drax and Stacks. Wow, how have I only just realised that they rhyme?
I have
Drax.
to. I have to.
Drax takes out Stacks, and now he's going to be going on for a fight with Craze. He's going to be pushing in. Wow, he's prone. He's stayed in his position at Drax. He goes large, and he shuts down the Ash. And we were just saying about Team Quantum not being able to win some rounds, and here they are. Sometimes you need someone to go big, and this round, it's all on Drax. As long as they can hold it out now, and it should not be too difficult, as now you have attic control, and Drax is going to be inside a trophy. There's 2 people unawares of his position, and there it is. It's Slicky. Ghostlix, we were just praising you for being a great team and being able to do your drone work, and now you've just shown us wrong. The caster's curse, it comes big once again, and now it's all left up to Lost Tracks outside the master bedroom door.
I mean, they may as well just discuss their next plan of attack, because I don't think there's really any chance that he's gonna win this, unless they all throw themselves at Lost Tracks. Then it's very winnable. I mean, you do see that a lot, maybe not as much in higher level play, due to there being a higher level IQ, but that's gonna be... My feed is frozen. Lost Tracks does actually get it, but there is 25 seconds left, so either he finds 3 people or manages to ninja plant the diffuser. Shaggy just misses an opportunity. That's decent trigger discipline, and it works out for him in the end, as the Zofia will indeed re-peak and grant Shaggy the free kill.
Okay, Team Quantum, you've turned up on defense. Have we got a game in our hands now? This could be a very interesting end to this one. Ghostlix only needed 2 rounds to advance, but yeah, this attack from Ghostlix was shut down as soon as that Habana and Ash lost their life. Losing attic control, it is a very difficult thing to come back from, because the amount of positions that become available. I was saying before the round about positions being available on the site. Attic is one of those strongest positions on that site, and they had control of it, and Team Quantum made it work, and they won the round because of that double kill from Drax. I would like to say that. Obviously, there's loads of minor and macro kind of things that happen during the round rotations, but overall, it was a great round from Team Quantum. 2 individual performances, Slicky and Drax, and yeah, it was just a great round overall.
Alright. Yeah, just looking at Team Quantum here, they picked Laundry, just Laundry and Supply, just in case you're wondering what this site's called. They'll probably be looking to reinforce those hatches around meeting and lobby.
Attacker's objective is...
And yeah, yeah, they'll probably just be looking to reinforce those. Seems like Drax here though.
No.
Action phase has come through, so he's very eligible for his shots to go through the door and for himself, as a matter of fact. But unfortunately, he'll find no one, and maybe he just exposed his position for a potential roam clear.
Wow. Well, this looks like a weird strat that I said you may need to bring out on this site, and it looks like Team Quantum got it. I'm not sure what the castle is being used to do here. I'm sure it'll be holding something in particular that we maybe just missed. But yeah, I'm a little bit unsure, and there you go. There goes the Thatcher again, disabling the ADSs. And the nade's going to come out, and Jimpix is going to have to push up. The shotgun just misses, and he's now in a very sticky situation. If he can get back to his shield, which I'm sure has been naded, then he could be safe. Oh, they've reinforced him off. They've said, there you go, Jimpix. Survive this one, pal. Bismo's going to help him out by killing Craze, who was on the Ash, and Jimpix is playing here until he dies. And he's doing a great job of it as he downs the sledge, and Lost Trax goes down now. And as Drax comes for the support, he gets taken out, and the revive will be able to come out because Jimpix gets shut down. Normally, that's very strange what they did there. They kind of left Jimpix there to die. That was strange, in my opinion, but it almost worked. You know, if Jimpix gets a kill, we'll be saying something completely different.
But anyway, now Team Quantum are clear on to breach in through blue, and Ghostlex are going to have to begin to retreat as Bismo is the one who's down. So realistically, this is a 3v2 in Ghostlex's favor. Sticky Matoi will be the one to lose out on his life now. 3v1 with Bismo being down. He could act as a source of information, but Ghostlex will probably be looking to get him out, to take him out very quickly. Shaggy seems to be playing a very patient game now. He's just looking through that murder hole, trying to catch someone out. He does hear shots, he does see shots come on through, but unfortunately, that's not real information they can act upon. Ooh, cleanly lined up with his head, just peeked out for a picture. But instead of a picture, he gets a bullet straight to the face, and Lost Trax will now begin to plant with very low health. Zandini is the one to cover usually. It's the roles there reversed. But in either way, the diffuser is down, and now Zandini and Lost Trax are going to have to protect it. Patience here coming out. He's going to swing wide. There goes Lost Trax with the kill and drops Shaggy, driving them to match point.
They almost lined up there. That was a very winnable situation there for Shaggy. He had a great possibility of holding that crossfire, or finding the crossfire and killing them off, but Ghostlex, no. They shut it down, and now they are on match point. And Team Quantum, you've got to win 3 rounds now. And they've gone back to the basement. They won the kids' site the second time of asking, so could it be the same story here for Laundry? I hope so. I hope it goes further than 7-3. You know, I think it deserves a game that is going to be closer. The scoreline, I don't think, represents how close this game has been. It's come down to individual plays that has won the game. Like, and when it does that, it means both teams are on a similar level, and that's great to see. Both of these teams in a great position, and we're almost at a point where we can say Ghostlex look very, very good. Team Quantum right now not looking so good. I'm not sure what their thought process was to kind of reinforce Jimpix out there. I think I'd prefer to see him come back into the site and just reinforce that off himself, you know, not die there. I don't know. I just feel like it was a waste of time and waste of smoke canisters to
10 seconds.
not really waste that much time anyway. There was still like a minute and a half left when they got blue control.
5.
And they hadn't got much left to do there from Ghostlex. They just have to kind of get into the site and plant.
Objective is to locate.
Yeah, that's not really. Yeah, that reinforcing out of Jimpix isn't really the only questionable thing that TQ has done. Of course, the Thatcher was open, and TQ didn't take advantage of that opportunity, considering that they were starting out on attack. So they must be kicking themselves right now, because at the end of the day, when Ghostlex were winning that round, it was in due part to the Thatcher and the amount of work that he's been able to do in those rounds. So as you said, maybe the actual round score isn't a good representation of how close the game has been, but I think Ghostlex have won the rounds that they've won because of that Thatcher, and Team Quantum didn't use that operator to their advantage when they were on the attack.
Jimpix once again being told to die inside a blue, and there he goes. He does die inside a blue. The Nade Master himself has been naded by Lost Tracks. Maybe the roles are reversed now, and we should change the name to give it to the sledge of Ghostlicks. And the peak from Craze is going to down Drax. And Team Q giving away their lives freely is going to cost them this round if it continues as the down player gets finished off. There is going to be a swing from Bismo. Is he going to find anything? He's being droned. You've got to fall back here. You can't give away your life, especially in a 5 versus 3 on match point. And it's going to be Stacks who finds Shaggy. And this is a very difficult position for Team Quantum to find themselves in. They've got to find one last roll of the dice. As Stacks, he gets shut down, and now it's all left down to Bismo to keep his team in it. And as I said, one last roll of the dice is a team kill.
What?
This is very winnable now. No, he's gonna get found, and why is he still alive? I'm so confused. 3
Just
kills for Bismo.
Just manages to get away with his life. Bismo there, and now Stax is gonna begin to go for that plant. Bismo on an inch of health right now. It's gonna go into the post plant. Now that's even more pressure placed on TQ and Bismo, the man with 1 health. He's gonna have to find 2 completely healthy players. He thinks he knows that there's one on the rotate. I think somebody confirmed that on his team, but it won't matter. Stack swings wide on the rotate. That's gonna be Ghostlicks taking the series, the best of 1. And they're the ones to break out of it. At first, it looks like Team Quantum were, mustering up something. Maybe they looked like it was gonna be beneficial for them in the long run, but it turns out Ghostlicks takes the W in the end. GG.
Ghostlick just switched it on after they lost those 2 rounds. They turned on another switch, and they were on another level. Not to say that Team Quantum aren't on the same level, because, like I said before, it was a very close game. It could have went either way if a few rounds kind of differ different ways, and it's how Siege goes sometimes. Sometimes you make a misplay in one round, and it affects your confidence, or it affects your gameplay for the rest of the map. And it looks like that's what sort of happened with Team Q. They got the confidence when they went 2-0 up, and then it dropped a bit when they went 2-2, and then they got into a defense. And normally defense is your stronger side, but Ghostlicks, like we said, the Thatcher was so useful for them. It was so strong for Ghostlicks. Like, I'm not 100% sure why Quantum didn't bring it out. As you could see, it just made everything so much easier. It really does just make your life like 10 times easier, and that is exactly why teams mostly ban it. But let's not take away that from the fact that Ghostlicks played absolutely superb. They were finding frags everywhere, especially Stacks, if I remember correctly. He was finding frags left, right, and center, especially on Habana, the support player. He was just hitting his shots like a crazy man today, and I'm not sure what that means for the standings, because I think we're waiting for the other game to finish.
Indeed. But while we're at it, let's talk about that last round. So, there was somebody on Ghostlicks who downed the Ella, I believe it was, playing behind that supply closet. And of course, somebody on Ghostlicks downed her. And of course, TQ were aware of this, so they tried to put as much pressure on that Ash so that the down isn't get so that the down didn't get confirmed. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough pressure on that, so the down did indeed get finished off. But it was still a good attempt from TQ anyway. Also, the Jaeger, Bismo, him playing on that blue entrance slash exit was very risky because he was constantly peeking blue while there was somebody clearly droning him. Like, you could see the drone at the bottom. Because Bismo could probably hear it, and yet he was still peeking, and somehow he just managed to get away with his life. I'm not quite sure how. Honestly, he should have died right then and then, but of course, that was before the huge play where he went out and got a quick double for his troubles. And I think that was due to the fact that I think not TQ, Ghostlicks just assumed that Bismo retreated from that hold instead of actually confirming that, okay, this Jaeger is gone, and we can push on to site. And instead, they just focused on that wall breach. and it did cost them 2 plays in the end, but they did manage to fight out in the end. So it was well and good for Ghostlex at the end of the day.
Oh, so I've just checked the standings, and I assume Bane must have won by a higher deficit, and it just means that Ghostlex do just miss out on the final spot, which they were. I can see that, and they were fully deserved that final spot.
Mm.
But it's how the cookie crumbles. They've lost previous games, so you could say that if they don't win one of those games, they're automatically in. So your 5 teams that are into the Reflex Championship are Machine Shoulders Academy in the first place. They qualified as the first place team. UAVHQ as the second place team. Angele Brice as your third place team. Nitrogen as your fourth place team, and Bane as your fifth place team. So congratulations to all those teams. They put a great showing on today and deserve it of their spot.
Chat, give us your claps. Give a round of applause to everyone
Clap
who
to those teams.
participated in this season's qualifier. Anything to add, CD, before we sign out?
I mean, I just commiserations to Ghostlex because I've just watched them play. Maybe it is because I've just casted them. I do feel horrible, but like I said, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes in qualifiers.
Mm.
Sometimes are like that. So yeah, nothing else for me. I'd like to thank everyone who came along and watched. It was great fun. I haven't casted for a while, and I'm back into it, and it was great fun. And it's been great to cast with you, Gora. So thank you.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun casting with you. Yeah. And of course, before we go, chat, what is your favorite color? Why is it green? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Next one.
Done.
And I show it. Just give me one chance right now, and I won't blow it. I won't blow it. Oh. And you know, I see better days. Yeah, you know, I've been through some things. Yeah, I've been sending prayers through the roof. Oh, truth. Yeah. Don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with a reaper at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with a reaper at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been